Yo, what is good, everybody? It is your boy Ant, one half of Delinquent Duo here, coming at you with a quick little Master Duel video. I know I've been pumping out the Dragon Link content lately, so I figured I'd give you my Dragon Link deck list on Master Duel and pretty much show you the most insane deck that you can play in this game. I do want to thank everyone for checking this video out. If you do like the content, please give us a like and subscribe. We are almost at 500 subscribers, and once we hit 500, I will be doing a playmat giveaway, so stay tuned for that. Stay subbed and keep commenting all your great Dragon Link suggestions. So let's go ahead and get into the deck profile of this video. And I am going to be doing a couple replays towards the end of this as well, so stick around for that. Let's go into the deck profile first, and let's start out with the hand traps. So this deck is really insane because you could play all of these hand traps. There's a lot of space, there's a lot of room, so I play a high amount of hand traps. We got 1 Effect Veiler, 2 Gamma with the driver, 3 Ash, 3 Nibiru, and of course 3 of the best hand trap in the game, the best card in the game, period, MAXX. And this deck is really nice because it has room for all of these great hand traps, and because you're playing things like Gamma, Veiler, along with Nib, that's going to pretty much let you shut down any single board that your opponent is going to set up, because they are not going to play through 2-3 hand traps that you're going to end up drawing, regardless of all the Dragon Engine that you're going to be drawing too. So that is the hand trap lineup. Let's go into the rocket package. This is the standard rocket package that we even play today. So 2 rocket synchron, 3 tracer, 1 recharger, 2 abs, 1 boot, and the triple quick launch. So this is standard at this point. Everybody knows this lineup. It's really great. You always want to see tracer in your hand. You need the synchron for follow-up, and also the rocket recharger is great follow-up as well, because we have access to 2 Striker Dragon in this format as well. So yeah, it's always going to be follow-up. It's always going to be live. For the next normal summon, we have the Starliege Safer. This is going to be your main normal summon starter of the deck. You could play triple Starliege Safer. You don't even have to play the Black Metal Dragon or the Red MD in this format, because you are never going to lose anyways, and even if you get Nibiru'd, it doesn't even matter because you're still going to lock your opponent out of the extra deck. So we do have the triple Starliege Safer in here to get into our Black and White Dragon. These cards are also unlimited in this format, which is just insane because they're like almost infinite pluses with the Chaos Space. So that's going to let you get into pretty much any Dragon monster that you want into your entire deck. And playing 2 each of these guys is what I found to be the best. This card is unlimited, so that means you could play 3 of it, but 2 and 2 is good because we also have another 2 of Extender, which is the Noctovision Dragon. This card is awesome. It is less good in this format because the way that the rulings work, it doesn't let you chain block Striker Dragon as well as it does in the TCG, so still really nice extension though, and it always gives you that draw 1, which is going to be awesome. And then the next extender that we play is the Chaos Dragon Levianeer. Of course, you could search this off of your 3 Chaos Space, your Safer, or even mill it off of the Dragon Ravine. You only need 1 of these guys because, you know, the big dragons are always bricks. That's one of the problems with Dragon Link. It doesn't really play any true bricks, but drawing those big guys without having a way to special summon them is always a problem. So the fact that you only need 1 of these big guys and it does good enough, that's all you need is just 1 levy. So keep that 1 levy in your deck, and like I said, you don't need to play the Red MD because it just honestly never comes up. The next dragon that we play is the Dragon Buster Destruction Sword. This is another like pseudo brick in the deck, but you could still attach it from your hand if need be, and you can also normal summon him and get into your dragon combos because you're going to be drawing some of these insane extenders pretty much every time. So he's really nice, and of course he's the heart and soul of the end board because he's going to lock your opponent out of the extra deck. If you guys played this deck during Link Cross format, then you know the degeneracy that is available when Link Cross and Union Carrier were available. And the Union Carrier play is just honestly insane because it's pretty much an FTK on your opponent if it resolves, and Union Carrier is sometimes even better to go into than Seal. Sometimes you won't have enough extenders to do seal, Union Carrier, and an interruption. So you can honestly just go into Union Carrier. Nobody plays Nibiru in this format for some reason, so just Union carrying a Borreload Savage is honestly good enough to FTK your opponent. That's what I do a lot of times, and that's how I have like not lost a game in a minute. So, of course, we do have the Dragon Ravine because it goes along with the Romulus package so that we can always see our Rocket Tracer efficiently, and that pretty much does it for the entire main deck. It is a clean 40 cards. You gotta play 40 in this because you want to see the most insane cards like Chaos Base, Quick Launch, and all these other Dragon extenders that you have. So 40 is what you gotta play. In the extra deck, we have Savage, Ruler, Hot Red, Pisty, Double Striker Dragon, 1 Seal, 1 Rom, 1 Quad Boral, 1 IP, 1 Union, 1 Triple Burst, 1 Nightmare Unicorn, and then the Boral Sword and Access Code Talker. So going over these guys really quick, of course the triple synchro monsters that you play, the holy or unholy trinity I should say, of the dragon synchro monsters. This package is amazing. Borreload Savage with the Buster Lock is just the most insane combo that you could do because this Omni Negate is crazy. And Chaos Ruler is just free pluses all day, which can also get you into a Hot Red. And you could do plays like go into either Savage, Union Carrier, or Hot Red Union Carrier. And you're pretty much going to win every single time. Pisty, even though LP is still banned, you can get into it very easily because now you have 2 Striker Dragons, so you're always going to have a chance to set up those Guard Dragon arrows nicely. And Double Striker Dragon, man, this card is so good. You already know. Because of the interaction that it has with Rocket Recharger, it's basically like a Monster Reborn on your follow-up turn. So the fact that you have get to have 2 of this guy is going to let you have follow-up almost every single turn. Then, of course, the 1 Seal. This is a great interruption and gives you great follow-up as well, so you gotta play it, and it helps play around Nibiru. Romulus, of course, to search the ravine. Quad Boral is really nice. This extra deck is honestly very, very free because you just get to play big things that kill your opponent and set up the extra deck lock. So that all that package is very small, so you could play almost any other dragon extra deck monsters that you desire. I, of course, have the Royal Quad Boral Dragon, so you gotta play it. And this card is really nice because it can destroy your opponent's Link monsters and revive all of your Rocket monsters, so he's really, really nice to have sometimes. IP is another great interruption to go into. Union Carrier sets up that extra deck lock. Also is really nice follow-up as well because you can just Foolish Burial anything to your deck. It's basically like Lavalval Chain, which is why it's so broken. And then Triple Burst Dragon. This card is just good to go in and out of Pisty plays if you need it, and it's just another good Link 3. Nightmare Unicorn, of course, helps you break boards and is really good, nice to go into with the IP. Boral Sword Dragon. You gotta play these kill buttons in this deck because you could just kill your opponent so easily with them because of all your free extension. So having Boral Sword Dragon to beat over these big monsters that people want to set up, it's really, really nice. And you gotta play the Royal. Access Code Talker, standard Dragon Link card. This might as well be a dragon because, yeah, it just kills everything. So that does it for the main deck right there. Let me know what you guys think about this deck in the comment section below. Let me know what you're playing in your Dragon Link lists online. I like to play this deck as simple and clean as possible. 40 cards and the extra deck lock. You gotta play the degenerate stuff. What can you say? I'm gonna go ahead and get into a couple replays now, so I'll see you there. Alright, y'all, for this first replay, this is going to be me taking the MAXX challenge. Yeah, like I said, a lot of these people in this game are honestly just scrubs. So this guy passes. After he tries to go first, he bricks. Of course, we have a lot of hand traps to deal with, possibly. So he's going to go ahead and MAXX us on the Chaos Base. I don't know why you would do that, because you just play into Gamma right there, but sure, that's fine. Go ahead and search my second white dragon and trigger the Absa router, and this Rocket Synchron is going to come in very clutch right here. The only thing I want to do right now is just OTK my opponent, but I want to set up a Borreload Savage so that way I can play through hand traps if need be. So I'm going to go ahead and try to do that with this combo right here. With the Rocket Synchron, going into my Striker Dragon, getting the Boot Sector Launch and adding it back to hand, then using the Boot Sector Launch to make the Savage, to special summon the Rocket Synchron so I can make the Savage. And of course I needed to go through that play so I can get a Link monster on my field. And I just think that setting up the negate right here is going to be very important. So I go ahead and do that, and I also have the other extenders in my hand, like the White Dragon and the other Abs-Router, which I special summon right there. Now, go ahead and go into Borreload Savage. So now, at this point, my opponent is going to need at least 2 hand traps to stop me from killing him this turn. So, set up the nice negate right there, and then go ahead and use my White Dragon that he already knew about, and then use both of these guys to go into the IP, because I am locked into Dark Monsters, but I can still try and go ahead and set up a either a play that would leave me on IP, or if I get another extender, I can go into Access Code or Borreload Savage. So that's what I'm trying to do right here. And I do find the other extender going into that Red MD. And remember, I did say that I did take Red MD out of my deck, but in this case, I was playing him, so kind of gives you some, you know, incentive to play him if you do really want to. I just took him out of my deck though. So here my opponent is going to drop the Nibiru. Does he have a second hand trap? No. That is going to resolve, and then this is going to be Boral Sword right here. The Royal Boral Sword coming in for that nice OTK, taking that MAXX challenge like a champ. And that is going to be the game at the battle phase. So the next replay that I am going to show you is going to be me taking the MAXX challenge again, but it's going to be me going first this time. So I'm not going to be able to OTK. How am I going to play it? I don't even know. Let's go into the next one. Alrighty folks, in this replay we have another MAXX challenge that we're going to take, but this time I'm going to be going first. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with the Seyfert to get myself the Black Dragon. Again, my opponent is going to play into Gamma because everybody on this game is just a scrub. So go ahead and use that, and also the Noctovision to special summon itself out so I can get this nice double chain block going into a Seal, so that way I can play around Nibiru. And all I can do, I could just set up a really simple board right here because I'm going to get so much advantage anyways. And what I'm trying to do is just set up the extra deck lock on him in as little as possible, so that way he can just be locked out of the game and I don't have to worry about anything that he is going to draw. So I do end up drawing the 1 brick, the Buster Dragon Destruction Sword, but my opponent decides to Nibiru right here for some reason, and it's going to let me trigger my white dragon and my seal. And the funny thing about this interaction was that he did have the double hand traps, but because he had to nib on the white dragon, it actually let me chain block my seal. So even if he gets this Ash, it doesn't even matter. I already special summoned a black dragon, so that search was just free, and I had to force a negate on him. So this is where I go into the Striker Dragon finally, because I haven't even done that this turn yet. I decided to special summon that level 4 because it could come up where I could special summon something from the graveyard if need be. There also was an opportunity for me to special summon Rocket Synchron and go into a Chaos Ruler play or something like that. But I go ahead and decide to do it this way because I'm going to get the level 8s on my field from the Rocket that I have in my hands already, so that's going to be fine. And then I am going to go into the Chaos Ruler here, I believe, trying to find another extender, and even some more hand traps to back up my plays, because I'm just letting him get like a lot of free cards right now. And what I really want to find is like something like a Levianeer or a just another hand trap like the Nibiru. So I do pick up the Nibiru right there, and I get the Chaos Base in my grave as well. So got an Abs-Router search to get the Rocket Synchron anyways. That was already guaranteed because I was going to use the Abs-Router that was on my field anyways, but just go ahead and let me freely get into the Union Carrier with both of these guys anyways, and then bring back this Chaos Ruler, and then this Chaos Ruler is just going to set up the Union Carrier lock on him anyways. And I'm fine with just this lock right here, but I do end up drawing into something even more insane, and it is the Levy. So use Levy to destroy his Nibiru right there. So don't really care about any more hand traps at this point. I am playing into Gamma a little bit at this point, but it's going to be fine because it's either like you win or you lose. You got to go all out when you take the MAXX challenge. So I'm going to go ahead and set up this very weak extra duck lock on him, but I do have a lot of follow-up still because I can special summon all these guys back and do a bunch of other crazy plays. My opponent is going to go into this little package right here, this assault mode Halki Fibrax package that he's trying to get into. And the great thing about this is even when you set up the extra deck lock, you don't really need to waste your negates on anything. All you need to do is prevent your opponent from killing that extra deck lock on you, like either spinning back something or destroying some spell and trap, like some spell and trap removal or something like that. Like nobody plays that stuff, so it doesn't even matter. I go ahead, let my opponent go into the battle phase. He just scoops it up from there because he realizes he can't go into the extra deck, and that is pretty much game from there. And that is going to do it. Played through a lot of hand traps right there, I'm going to be honest, but that's pretty much why this deck is so crazy. You can just set up the extra deck lock and just win against your opponent from there, even though it's really degenerate. So sorry y'all had to witness that, but I do thank you for watching this video. Let me know what you think about the content down below, and tell me what you guys are playing in Master Duel. Y'all can add me at Enemy Fox right here, and we can go ahead and play some duels on there as well. So thank you all for watching, and peace.